Live from Easy K Studios in Eddyville, Kentucky. It's time for the Easy K Show. We break down the month of April. Will Avengers Infinity War live up? How did Randy Cage think about Rear Window? Oh, and all kinds of other stuff. Your host, Darth Easy and Randy Cage. Woo! Woo! Yeah. I don't know. So, guys, welcome to another episode of the Easy Cage Show. This is episode 14. I'm Darth Easy.
I'm Rainy Cage.
And we have our April show. As you know, every month we do a little recap of the month that was previous. We look forward to the month coming ahead. And then we also talk about our classic movie that I made Rainy Cage watch. And then he'll either make me feel happy or he'll make me suffer at the end of the episode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of the Easy Cage Show. Alright, so let's begin with best. Or what was your best movie of the month?
Well, because I have not had the pleasure
of seeing good movies.
The newest Steven Spielberg film. I've only seen 4 movies this month, and so unfortunately, it's Pac Rim, Pacific Rim Uprising.
Oh God!
I enjoyed the movie more than I thought I was, but I only gave it a 3.5. So let's not get too carried away with ourselves. I didn't think it was quite as good as the first one, but it was a fun time. There was tons of action, and the action was all great. Now, if you didn't like the cheesiness or the story or the acting in the first one, then you're not going to like this one either. But the action alone was will be worth a buy on Blu-ray for me.
See, I have a feeling this is going to be my worst movie of the month after I see it next week.
Maybe. I don't know. You might like this one better because it does not take itself seriously.
Well, that's good because that's my problem with the original Pacific Rim is because it takes itself seriously. I don't care what anybody says. It's like, it's giant robots fight monsters. It takes itself seriously.
I don't think that one takes itself seriously either, but if you think this one takes itself seriously, I don't think you will. You may like this one a little bit better, but I don't know if you're going to love it.
Okay, my best. Yeah. I was really close picking Love, Simon because that is such a great coming-of-age story. I mean, check it out whenever you can because that is such a good movie.
Another one I haven't got to see yet.
I know, and you missed all the good movies of the month. But my best movie was Ready Player One. I'm surprised this movie is as good as it was. It's Steven Spielberg. This is the first Steven Spielberg movie in a while where movies like Jurassic Park, E.T., Close Encounters, it has that movie magic. And that's why I had a big smile on my face seeing all these great movie references in there, and I just still realize, I mean, we still have a great Steven Spielberg making quality films, and I was so surprised at how much I love this movie.
Now I'm going to see this tomorrow. So, is this your favorite movie of the year so far?
I don't know. I think I still like Black Panther a little more, but I mean, I absolutely love Ready Player One. I could see myself, because I even said this in my review, which isn't out yet, or actually it probably will be out by the time this comes out, so my bad. When I was doing my review, I said that I could go back and watch this movie and be thinking, oh, maybe this wasn't as good as I originally thought, which I do go back on my reviews sometimes, but I had so much fun watching this movie. This movie put a smile on my face from beginning to end. And that's really all I really want in a really great movie. And it also has a deep Spielberg message in there. And it has some surprise actors who I did not know who was in this movie. So I love Ready Player One. Go see it right now.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, now time for the worst movie of the month.
Yeah, for me, it was A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, I did see that.
By far, one of the worst movies that I've ever seen. Yeah, it was up there with Emoji Movie from last year. That's how much I hated it. I mean, you can go and watch my review, but it was just, it was like a lot of pretty scenes tied together with very little story, and, it was acted fine, I guess, but some of the characters were in it for like 10 minutes, it felt like. Like, Oprah's barely in this movie. And they sold it on, Oprah's in this movie!
Well, she is in the movie.
I mean, I don't know. It was just a loosely tied together, bright color movie. That's what it felt like to me. And, yeah, I hated it. I feel like nobody's saying it's great, but I feel like people are giving it somewhat of a pass because they're like, once again, they're like, oh, it's a African American female director. It's Ava DuVernay. You know, it can't be her fault. But I'm sorry, a movie this bad, some of it lies on the director. It can't all be roses. You know, go watch Black Panther. That's all I can say.
I was in Florida when this movie came out, and I was like, I might see it, I might not. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. I mean, I don't think I can now because I don't think it's in theaters anymore. So I guess I won't be seeing this until it shows up on either Netflix or the Disney streaming service I will eventually be getting because fuck you, Disney. My worst movie, and be honest with you, I enjoyed this movie, so I won't even consider this a bad movie. And I mean, I guess a Rotten Tomato would consider this a bad movie, and it's Tomb Raider. I enjoyed Tomb Raider. I don't know what it was, but I mean, I understand why it does set itself in failure, where it's trying to set up all this movie universe, and then like the stuff we've been hearing that apparently Warner Brothers wants to drop Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft
Already.
Yeah, and then it's like we have this whole universe already planned out for the Tomb Raider, so I can understand the bad stuff around
I liked
there.
Alicia Vikander. I thought she was good.
I thought she was good in it too. Maybe it's because she didn't sell the movie, but you can't tell me that a female-led movie cannot make money because look at what Wonder Woman did last year.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed Tomb Raider. I thought it was a lot better than the original Tomb Raider. It's one of the best video game movies, and yeah, I mean but I still think it's the worst movie of the month.
I mean, I had a very big meh for my review of Tomb Raider. There was parts I liked, but overall, I just felt like, you know, we have not had a truly great video game movie, and this is not it either.
We're still waiting on the Superman.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't think this would have. This probably, I guess, would have been next in line on my worst. Actually, now that I think about it, because I could give it a 2.5 or a 3. But anyways.
Well, congratulations, guys. We just got copyright claim from our episode 13 of the Easy K Show. All right, moving on to now we're moving on to what's coming out this month. So April 6th, the first movie we have is You Were Never Really Here. You know what that is?
You Were Never Really Here.
Yeah, when I was looking at the movies, it's like a Joaquin Phoenix movie or something.
Oh, is it the one where he's an author or whatever?
I don't know.
He's like paralyzed?
Sure.
I think I've seen the trailer for it, but it looked like too much of an artsy movie for me.
Okay, moving on to the next movie. It's Blockers. Did you go see Blockers?
I did not, because I didn't have anybody to go see it with.
I wonder who could have gone with you.
I don't know. There's somebody that likes to go see movies.
I know. I mean, I know some people.
But he has to work all the time, so...
That's true.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Blockers. It could be good, could be complete garbage.
It could be either or. It could be good. It could be making you laugh, or it could be terrible.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think it could be terrible.
The trailers made me laugh. I thought what was the Game Night looked better than this, and I really liked Game Night, so I'm going to go into it with light expectations and see if it'll surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, it could be funny, it could be terrible. It's just like I said it. And then I think this could be one of the best movies of the month. This would have been the best movie of the month if a certain movie didn't get pushed to April, and that's A Quiet Place.
Rocking 100% on Rotten Tomatoes with 40-something reviews.
That's pretty good.
I went and read the reviews. I am pumped out of my mind for this movie. They are talking about John Krasinski, the director of this, which, how did a kid from The Office... like he's like the next masterpiece filmmaker.
Is he the next Ben Affleck?
I don't know, but and then you read the reviews, it sounds so good. And I'm not a big horror guy, but
I really liked the other horror movie that came out this year, Unsane.
yeah,
I thought it was a really cool little horror, because, you know, I'm not a big horror fan, and I'm looking forward to this. I mean, I love Emily Blunt, and how does this guy get Emily? Every time we bring this movie up, like, how does he end up with her?
I don't know. He's killing it right now. I mean, directed 100% movies on Rotten Tomatoes, marrying Emily Blunt to be John Krasinski.
All right, now April 13th, we have another good horror movie coming out, and that's Blumhouse's Truth or Dare.
Oh God, this movie looks horrible.
I didn't even watch the trailer.
Oh well, you don't watch that trailer because it looks bad. It looks super cheesy. It looks like a horrible Blumhouse. I don't know, teen horror movie. No, skip. Not watching it.
Skip. Okay. Then we have The Rock coming in with Rampage.
I'm optimistic about this movie.
I'm optimistic about it too. I think it could be so bad it's good.
Could be.
Because I don't think it's going to be good.
I think it has a potential to be like a San Andreas...
Same director.
Yeah, type movie where I go in it and I'm like, huh.
George is my friend.
Yeah.
And of course the dog can fly. There's no way this is going to be good. It's going to be a stupid popcorn fun movie more than anything.
I'm fine with it. If that's what it is too. As long as I have fun. Like I thought I was going to have fun with Baywatch last year. And I just sat there in pain for most of it. So
I was right next to you in pain. And I was just like, well, at least I got some hot women to look at.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, now April 20th, we have Super Troopers 2 coming out.
Yeah, I'm not watching this one. I've seen parts of Super Troopers, but I've never like sat down and watched the movie. It's kind of a stoner comedy for people.
Yeah, I watched the. Have you ever watched a Beer Fest?
No, it's by the same people though.
It's by the same people. I've watched that a couple of times. It's funny.
I just remember them chugging maple syrup or something in the first one. That's like my only...
I mean, I don't plan on watching Super Troopers 2 either, but it's coming out, so we gotta talk about it.
Alright,
well. That'll be a week where I can watch a lot of classic movies. Yeah. And then we also have Disney's Dolphins coming out.
Oh, I'm behind. I haven't watched like the last two Disney nature movies.
I mean, this is the water movie I want to see. I want to see Disney Sharks.
Oh.
That Mark Ellis always preaches.
Yeah. I used to like the Disney nature movies. Like I said, I'm just behind on them.
I never watched any of them, so
they're pretty good. They always get like really good voice talent, and they kind of build a story around, a family of animals. So I guess it's dolphins this time. What was it? Monkeys last year, and then pandas before that, or something.
Don't forget about it says talk about Star Wars. We had Disney's Bears.
Yeah.
All right, so then April 27th we have I Feel Pretty movie.
Oh, is that the
Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I understand.
Schumer,
I understand.
But it didn't look like my kind of movie.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, I mean, and after that Snatched last year, I'm kind of on a.
I don't like the movie she's been in. I'll be honest with you.
You didn't like?
I didn't like Trainwreck.
I like Trainwreck, and I like Amy Schumer. I like her stand up. I mean, she's like real dirty, but I don't know. I got to see more from her before I start getting excited. And this did not look like it.
She's kind of, for me, she's kind of like what Kevin Hart is.
Yeah.
But she hasn't had that central intelligence or even Jumanji yet.
Yeah.
All right, and then the final movie, which is the movie we're really looking forward to, one of our most anticipated movies of the year, is Avengers: Infinity War.
Hopefully, we'll still be able to get tickets. Hope they don't sell out in Paducah. I haven't checked lately, but they've been selling out other places for opening night. Yeah. I'm pumped for this one.
Oh yeah, I mean,
this is my most anticipated movie of the year.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Avengers: Infinity War. I mean, this is everything this is 10 years in the making. Every character, I mean, the last trailer with Star-Lord talking with Tony Stark, he's like, say, I like your plan, but here's the thing, it sucks. So let me do the plan. It might actually be really, really good. I mean, just seeing some of these characters that see Star-Lord and like, I remember a concept image of Rocket Raccoon and Thor fighting back to back. I mean, it's gonna be an incredible fun movie. I hope it's also a really deep, cool story movie. But I will not be surprised if this is not as good as Black Panther.
I don't know if they go full on like Age of Ultron, like lots of comedy. It may not be as good. But if it's dark as we want it to be, if we lose a few characters, I feel like it's going to be awesome.
But I do have two reasons why this could be one of the best ones.
All right, let's hear it.
The Russo brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, Captain America: Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War are the best movies of the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
Period. I mean, there's no argument there. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to Avengers: Infinity War. I just want to see Thanos whoop some freaking ass.
Just sounds like you're a little nervous.
I am nervous because after Avengers, which was so awesome, and then Avengers Age of Ultron comes out, and you're just like, not as good as the first one, because I want the Empire Strikes Back. I want the sequel to be better than the original, and that's what I'm hoping for this one.
That's next up for me. I'm rewatching the Marvel movies right now.
So. I think I'm just going to watch the Avengers, and I think I just square one ended, and I might watch Captain America 2 and 3 again. All right, guys, that ends episode. Or no, it doesn't, because I forgot about the classic reviews segment. So da 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 da. All right, classic review of Rear Window. What did you think?
Rear Window. I liked it. I liked how he's sitting out on his balcony watching this. It was like the reality TV of their time, and I liked a lot of it. But I will say that this one, compared to a lot of the other ones you've seen, I found myself kind of zoning in and out of it because there was a lot of stuff that I don't know why it was in there. And then couple that with the fact, like, I love Disturbia. It's one of my favorite movies ever. And it's pretty much, this is Disturbia. I mean, it's almost the exact same story. And I don't know if this was better than Disturbia, really.
Disagree.
It's just older. And I don't know. I liked it. I loved the main chick. What was her name?
Grace Kelly.
Oh, she was awesome.
Then
I don't understand what's his name? He was good too, but why he was just so mean to her for a lot of the movie. Like,
okay, Grace Kelly, she was in like 8 movies.
Yeah.
And then she went off and became a princess.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
And it's really interesting. But her and Cary Grant had this really deep friendship, and it really tore Cary Grant apart when she died. The main actor is Jimmy Stewart, man. Jimmy freaking
and he's
Stewart.
Good, but I'm just like, why are you being such a prick, man? To the Kelly girl.
Because a lot of it, he doesn't want to be attached. Because
I get it.
And one thing I love about the movie is just it takes completely it's a point of view character through the point of view of this apartment. And everything you're seeing is him looking through the window, and whenever she's over in that guy's apartment, sneaking
That's my
around.
Favorite scene. She goes over there to the other apartment, and they're sitting there watching it, and they realize there's nothing they can do. That's my favorite scene.
It's such a good movie. I loved it. I don't know what your problem is.
There was times it was very suspenseful, and I was like,
I was on the edge of my seat watching it.
But then there was other times where it was just like, I don't know. I was. There's a scene where he's like falling asleep as he's watching the guy go in and out like 4 or 5 times, and I was getting a little sleepy during that scene too. I was like, okay, what are we doing? Let's get to it. I don't know. It was a slower movie. I'm not going to say I didn't like it. I did like it. I don't know what I would give it, but I just love Disturbia, and it's almost the exact same movie. It's just a younger, fresher, more modern version of this movie.
Somewhere in the cosmos, Roger Ebert just rolled over in his grave. All right.
So, is my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go back to the 1998.
Whoa, 90s! That's a shocker.
You know, when I was going through all my movies. I have an app that sorts them all out however you want. I sorted them by year, and I was like, okay, anything before 1970s where I started, I didn't have anything. I don't think I had like one movie. In the 80s, same thing. I had like 10 movies in there. So I was like, well, 90s though. I got a lot of 90s movies. So I was going through them, and I was thinking about what movies I wanted to watch and how it could relate to April. Well, mid-April, there's a show coming out on Netflix called Lost in Space. And it's going to be a reimagined reboot of the TV show and movie Lost in Space. And I was thinking, man, when I was a kid, I loved the Lost in Space movie. It was just so cool. It's got all these different sci-fi things in it. And they try and meld a ton of different things in there. And it's got Gary Oldman. It seems like a lot of the classic movies I pick for you have Gary Oldman in them.
I think this is either the 3rd or 4th Gary Oldman movie.
Gary Oldman is great in this movie. Once again, and
for someone who hates British people, you love Gary Oldman.
Just love me some Gary Oldman. And everything lined up perfectly when I was thinking about it. I was like, I want to watch this movie again to get ready for this new reboot TV show that's getting great reviews. And I knew you would have not seen it because it's cheesy 90s sci-fi. And so I'm about 5 minutes away from finishing it. I like it. The effects are a little aged, but you don't care about effects, Mr. 1950s movies.
I don't know about that, because if I watch a sci-fi, the original Star Trek movie effects are god-awful.
They are. It's not that bad. It's not Power Rangers 90s bad. Like, they spend a little money, but there is like a CG monkey in this movie that looks god-awful. But It's funny. I found myself chuckling the whole time. I love Gary Oldman. Let's see how you feel about it. It's a long one. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes, and it's 90s sci-fi. But it's got some good stuff in there. I think
So Lost in Space.
Lost in Space is the film.
Okay.
And I think when you watch it, you're going to be like, now I want to watch the Netflix show.
Or I might want to go, oh God, what the hell did I just watch? All right, guys, that ends episode 14 of the ECK Show. As always, you can follow us on our own social media platforms and on our own YouTube channels. Until next week,
Peace out.
bye.
I seen the toughest soul.